Hey Taurus, I'm your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, June 25th to Sunday, July 1st, 2018. Now, before I get started, I did just want to say a few things. First of all, I will be doing your July 2018 webinar this week, June 28th, 2018 at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, where I will talk about what's going on this month and this next month and what it's all about. I do think that this month will bring lots of fated events and lots of major changes. I know that I said last month was very fated, and yes, it was, and so is this month. That's because last month we had a lot of things going on with the North Node, and this month that continues with Mercury moving on top of the North Node, and especially eclipse season happening. 2 eclipses next month out of 3. The third one will occur in August. And what I think those eclipses will do will help you to align more of your life with your truest heart's desires, with what your heart really feels, and to build a foundation off of what's going on in your heart so that you can build a home that really resonates with you, okay? It may require some sacrifice with Venus moving into Virgo, a spot it does not like to be in, and it may require as well some solid strategy and planning in order to make these things work, again with Mercury on the North Node. But I do think this month it is possible to change your life in a really big way, to be more of what your heart wants and to build a foundation on that. Again, if you are interested in learning more about how that's going to work for you and what that means for your sign, I am going to cover the signs in this webinar. Please, again, click the link down below in my description box. Also, I am available for personal one-on-one readings if you want to book some time with me. I have 1 hour and 2 hour time slots available in it. You can ask me any question that you want. We'll talk about your birth chart. If you have any things about yourself that are stumping you, hopefully I can shed some more insight on that. And I'll also talk a little bit about what you're going through right now, what you may have experienced, and what you may experience in the near future. If you would like another perspective, some insight, or some clarity on that as well. So if that's something you're interested at, please find me. I would love to meet you and get to know you better. Again, down below in the description box. Now, without further delay, here's your horoscope. Now, what we've got going on this week, Taurus, especially on Monday and Tuesday of this week, is Venus. Oh, gotta close that. Is Venus right here in the Leo. And that for you, Taurus, rules your 4th house of home and of family. And Venus in Leo is going to square Jupiter here in Scorpio, which for you is your 7th house, partnerships, relationships, usually of the one-on-one variety, a marriage partner, a lot of times, or someone perhaps that you have a contract with or feel very committed to. And for you, Taurus, it's going to be home and family related. Excuse me. Maybe you're changing your relationships with home and family, changing the people that you partner with at home, the physical location of your home with family members in some way. Maybe if it's not home and family, maybe you're just changing the foundations that your relationships are built on in some way so that you can work better with relationships, doing more of what you really want that you feel really, really resonates with you. Okay, so I think that is what is going on there. While that's happening on Wednesday, we also do have Mars going retrograde in Aquarius. And that for you, Taurus, man, all these things are hitting your big angles, big week for you. But that's going to be in your 10th house of your career, your reputation, and your social standing. Perhaps it's been hard for you to figure out where exactly your life is going, what kind of career, reputation that it is that you want. Well, I think with Mars going retrograde this week, it's going to help you to clear some of that up so that you can get a better idea of your career, of your reputation, of your life direction, of some big things about your life. Do I think it's going to happen overnight? No, I do not. I think it's going to take every single bit of Mars going retrograde, which is going to be, what, about 2.5 months, the end of August, okay, before you can get some of the answers that it is that you need. But I think this week is going to start that process to help you feel like you're making more progress, to understand what direction your life is going in and how you can hopefully feel much better about that. Before you can get some of the answers, though, about your career and your life direction, I do think the first step of this, like, 2-month process of Mars retrograde is going to be first with the Jupiter-Venus square. In order for you to get a better idea about where your life is going, maybe first needing to change some of your relationships with your home, with your family. Maybe you just need to change your home in general. The people that you work with at home, the foundation your relationships are built on, okay, before some of the other stuff can fall into place. While that's going on, we also do have the Sun in Cancer and in opposition with Saturn. Now the Sun in Cancer for you is in your 3rd house of talk and communication, and Capricorn is in your 9th house of something new and different that you have not done before. With the Sun in your 3rd house, I think the focus for you needs to be on talking, thinking when it comes to what's going on in your life, maybe talking with your relationships about your emotions, about what you need to feel more comfortable in life, about a big change that you want to make with your relationships with home and family. Okay, I think that's what's going on. It may be hard for you to communicate though with the others in your life about what you're feeling, because there may be something new that you're doing. There may be a new life direction, a new direction your life is going in. Okay, there may be some traveling, some studying that it is that you're doing that's making it hard for you to speak and to be open about with the people around you your emotions and some things that are going on. I think with this opposition happening on Wednesday and Thursday, the answer is to make choices and decisions. These choices and decisions are going to be about how you communicate, what you say when it comes to doing something new that you're doing, when it comes to your belief systems. All right, I think that's going to be key. Now this opposition with this choice that you may be making is going to be a little bit different than it would be otherwise, because at the same time this opposition is coming exact on Thursday, there's also going to be a full moon in Capricorn happening right here, almost exactly on top of Saturn, where this opposition is, bringing some kind of ending or completion. To me, that's what full moons bring. And that for you, is going to be in your 9th house as something new and different that you have not done before. So I think what's going on is not that you're making choices about how to communicate about something new that you're doing, but that you are actually ending or completing or stepping into something new that you've been working on for quite some time, so that it's then easier for you to make it familiar, to communicate about it in some way, to settle in to this new thing that you've been doing, so that you can work with people in better ways, to build your life on a foundation that you feel is really good for you now that so many things in your life have changed, now that you've been doing something new. Okay, and I think that's what's going on. It's not just making choices about how to communicate, but it's actually ending a time of travel and exploration, or stepping into it, so that you can then start to focus more on personal matters, home and family, working better with your relationships, building your relationships now on a better footing, now that some of the other things have worked themselves out more or less. All right, so that's what we have got happening there. After that happens on Saturday, Mercury then moves into Leo, which is in your 4th house of home and family. Okay, as to where the beginning of this week you may have been making changes with your home and family, changes when your relationships and the foundations your relationships are built on, or how you work with people at home and family, and maybe having to figure out how to communicate with people, or how to make something new that you're doing familiar in the process. I think towards the end of the week, it becomes a lot about communicating with your home, communicating about your emotions. Now that you've made some of the changes that you needed to make in your life, now that you've made some of the decisions about something new that you're doing, it should hopefully then open up some space for you to communicate about some other things that you may have been putting off or may have been hard for you. Okay, do I think that even though the space is there for you to communicate about your emotions, that it will be easy? No, I think there may still be some unexpected things that may come up, especially on Saturday of this week, but I think at least things are starting to move forward in that sense. Okay, that's because on Saturday, Mercury, as it moves into your 4th house, will then square Uranus and Taurus in your 1st house, and will trine Chiron and Aries in your 12th of your insides and of your spirituality. Okay, so even though you're starting to communicate more about what you need to feel more rooted, more grounded in life, to build more of a home and a family, to feel more secure emotionally in your life towards the end of the week, maybe after you made some choices and after you made some decisions, then I think there could be some unexpected things that come up with you. Yeah, especially with Uranus in your 1st, maybe you realize in order to have the foundation in life that you want, in order to build the roots in life that you want, that you need to break free from an old home, from an old emotional situation, from an old way of doing things, so that you can start to feel better. Okay, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe you have some unexpected emotions that come up. Maybe some unexpected things with home and family occur, okay? And these unexpected things that come up, or that you feel you need to do to break free from old emotional situations from an old home and family, they may not feel quite right on the inside. They may require you to see things differently, to overcome the past, to move forward, to build your life on a different foundation with a different home and family. But I do like to think if you are patient and keep at it, there is a chance by the end of all of this to start to feel like you can be more open about your emotions, like you can build more stability into your life, have more of a home and foundation now, doing more of what you feel like really resonates with your heart now that some of the other stuff has been done and has been taken care of, okay? Yeah. So that's super interesting for you. I really do think it's all about trying to figure out how to be more comfortable in life, how to build more of a foundation in life, especially with your relationships, especially with the people in your life. That may require you to communicate and to settle into some big changes that you've been making in your life lately to do something new. All right. Your card for the week, Taurus, is the Four of Cups upright. This is an interesting card. Normally when this cup's upright, I feel like there's something on offer to you, something emotionally, of emotional benefit actually. With this being a cup card, there's a cloud handing a cup to this man. So I feel like there's something good coming to you this week emotionally, creatively, intuitively, spiritually, in a very good way. I think it's a good chance this week for you to settle into your life after a lot has gone on lately, but perhaps you don't want it. Perhaps you don't want the spiritual or emotional insights. Perhaps you were hoping that whatever would come to you emotionally would be different or would not happen in this way. Perhaps maybe you don't see the good things that are right before your eyes. And I think really needing this week to open your eyes to see what's around you and to appreciate all of the things that you have, or all of the things that will be given to you this week, and to understand them for the gift that it is that they truly are, okay? And I think if you can look up and see the beauty that's around you, appreciate what you have, focus more on your emotional needs and bringing more of that comfort in, working more with home and family, I think there are some good things that can come your way. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.